Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I would not.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Good. Hey, Brown 80. Come on. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Push him back.
At the 27-yard line.
Wait, 89.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
380.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Game situation. Let's go.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Boy, stays up, shreds the tackle. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd down, Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
The Steelers take over first down. Let's go. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First down, Steelers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch up, switch up.
Rivers to throw it. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Throwing, Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They give it to Williams, running right. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
It's going to be a long day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Black 15.
Now Rivers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Left.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Legry 90, 180. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Behind.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry His second touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's get it. Start. 180. Mike, 49. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30.
To James Washington.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 40.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
He's got Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
From the gun, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 29, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready! 280! Nice, sweetheart!
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Whoosh! A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And that's the big fella's M.O. right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Set, round 80! Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On second and 15 now, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's third down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what
I think that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. They'll run with Edmonds again, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The Chargers' 43-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Easy. 80 weapon. Switch. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Rivers now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him, not just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they would have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Edmonds. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.